is amazing. It was clash heads again. This is like Chaz Mostert and Cam Water.
For the first time here for season 3. Davis on pole, Vanderkran in second. It's going to be sprint round action here tonight. Let's go racing here at Daytona. It was a good start there from Davis in comparison to Vanderkran in behind. Cowan's absolutely bogged it up and already dropped out of the top 3 here as they come down towards turn 1 for the first time. There's biffing and barging between Gallen and Cowan. These guys are still going at it after last season. They survived for this time by though. Through turn 2 and 3 they come. Nice and clean, boys. Keep it up as they come up to...
I love riding. It's a real social thing. There's a great bond between riders.
Every weekend I look forward to getting out there. It's a freedom like no other.
Riding to work is a great way to start the day.
Shannons insure all types of road bikes, not just classics. They offer features riders really want. It's why they're one of Australia's leading motorcycle insurance providers.
Whatever you ride, whatever you ride,
Whatever you ride.
ride with Shannons.
Call 134646 for a quote.
Through turn 1, it was a horrible start from De Bono, who's absolutely bogged it up and gets eaten alive by Dixon and Gowans as they come on through. Through turn 1 they come, and they all spread out around in towards the first sector of the Silverstone circuit. They look all right at the moment. Okay, there's already been a car spun round. That's Jordan Ferguson offline.
Is green, green, green at Road Atlanta here as well. Faulkner did get away. De Bono is tucked in as well. Unfortunately, Houghton is on that outside line. De Bono does want to tell him to do. He's got the job. De Bono's overtaken. Now can he get Ben Faulkner up through turns for 2 and 3? They go round the right-hander, dropping down the hill. Faulkner's out in front. De Bono second. Houghton third. Ratcliffe in fourth. No real dramas going into turn 1.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird.
Oh, that's mine.
The Combi for when we want to get away. The XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannons,
We've also got Shannon's home and contents cover.
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be.
Shannon's.
Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 134646 for a quote.
This is amazing. It was clash heads again. This is like Chaz Mostert and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down the hill. Sam Noble wants to snip on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble bottle right now because tell you what, Bruce Tanek and Jamie Dyson just absolutely drove away from us. Hayden trying to go around the outside. This is where he could have just sent it up the inside, but he hasn't committed, which is fair enough. It's very scary out there, ladies and gentlemen. You know, let's see if he gets a good run. Dodd's just absolute thinker, but it is a really nice move. Blake Delaney had to move out of the way.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Toyota GR86 Nationals Round 6 from Donington Park. I'm JP. I'm going to be joined in the booth by Sinker, as always, here this evening as we battle the wonderful world of Donington. We are on the Donington full Grand Prix circuit layout here as well. 2.498 miles, 4.2 kilometres in length. And it's going to be very, very interesting indeed. Let's bring you up the scores on the doors. Starting with the AMs, Bradley Wall out in front on 561. Even with drop weeks, he's still ahead of Greggy Johnson with Shane Nowens and Steph Piccoli, who got her first win last week, of course. Dan Hardin, David Simmons, Greg Leake, Brendan Soper, Brent Vassell, and Anthony Roach rounding that off. In the Pro-Ams, Chris Tomlin leads the way, even with drop weeks on 568. Then Trent Mortimer, Kev Wakefield, Steve Daniels, Wayne Edwards, Bradley Mays, Mark Cochran, Dean Sinkovic, Travis Nelson, Matty Gerard, and Cam Hardwick. In the pro standings, Joshy Horton out in front again, even with drop weeks at 711. He's still there. Carl Avery, Jackson Pringle, Dougie Gowans, Dan Byrne, Dan Potouche, David Gallo, Shane Ratcliffe, Ray Oliver, Dylan DeBono, Mitch Noble, Ryan Price, Callum Hodgkinson, and Sam Catakazinos. Let's bring Steve into the booth. Steve, welcome in, bud. How are you?
Oh, I'm pretty good, mate. Always good on a Thursday night when we get to have some fun, watch these boys tear it up. And at one of my all-time favourite tracks, Donington. Love this place. Spent a lot of time driving this, not only in iRacing, but in project cars, and always loved it no matter what you're playing it in or driving it in. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Laura Anderson, YouTube chat. Good evening, Cinco. Good morning, JP. Good morning. How are you? Sheafy had to pedal, spot by brake. Sheafy, we've seen you go off track already in the safety car. I am so scared that you were out on track in that safety car. I dread to think what's going to happen. Sheafy, I love you and all, but I don't know if this is the best move, mate. I think maybe, you know, it might not been. I get you're in RC and everything else, but it might have been worth just, I don't know, driving, I don't know, a go-kart. That might have been out. But there we go.
We'll see how Hurricane Sheafy goes tonight. He's already been off the track in the safety car already once. Let's just hope he makes it around without going off track.
That's a scary thing. He's been off already. And that was only in practice. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's yeah, even scarier. Right, these guys have entered into quali. Guys, if you don't know what everything means on the broadcast, colours, right, let's start you off. There's been some changes. Green is pro, light blue is pro-am, and grey is AMs. Okay, so there you go. Look out for that one as well on the racetrack. Just because they're grey on the bottom, it doesn't mean they're all AMs. It just means it's not changing colour yet. So it's in working progress, as you can see here as well, as we try and update all the overlays on SRW, as I'm working my tail off in the background. So there you go. Nah, pedal swapped. I have brakes now. Don't make excuses, Sheafy. Don't. Don't do it, fella. It's just not worth it. Okay.
Yeah. What do they say? Don't bullshit a bullshitter.
Yeah, exactly. And look, dude, I'm from London and England. I know all about that. So you know, what I mean? Don't do it. It's fine. Right,
we've got a good evening there. Let's go from let's go Team SRW from Laura, and a good evening to myself and yourself. As usual, the lovely lady comes in and says hello to us first, whereas Sheafy just comes in making excuses.
Yeah, I had wet setup on as well. Oh, Sheafy, stop it! For God's sake, dude, we saw it. You went off track. Danny Burns got some purples and greens on the board at the moment. We're going to see how he can get on in the Driver 808 Carlin's machine. There, we're going to hopefully see safety cars. What do we think?
You know what? No, I don't think we're going to have one. I don't think we're going to have one. Okay. I'm going to go with no. I'm going to go with no. Yep.
Okay. I agree. I think there might be none. There is plenty of runoff for these guys to take care of, so they should be all good.
And it's an hour-long race too, so they're not going to kill themselves in the first corner. We know that Donington first right-hander is a bit of a death trap for some series because it tapers in a little bit, and the track just continues tapering in all the way down the hill, doesn't it? But I think they'll be smart about it and filter their way through. We'll get cars definitely run off the track, but I don't think we'll get a safety car.
Well, we're going to find out as well. Turn 1 down at Redgate is always going to be tricky. Then we've got the Hollywood, crane of curves and the old hairpin there as well. Who got to see me out there? And English is your second language.
You got to see you out there. No, I got to see you, mate. Just us before the show started.
But don't worry, Chiefy, I can show it now. If you want me to.
Yeah, we can replay it.
Yeah,
we can do it.
Oh, no, because we changed sessions. You're lucky, dude. You're lucky, but don't worry.
Yes.
We will be focusing on you if you go live out in that safety car. Don't you worry about it. I'm not going to miss a trick. Ray Oliver sitting in second with Joshy Horton as well out on the racetrack. Let's have a look at the overalls on the left-hand side. You can see the Pro-Ams kick in at 9th. Jenny Nowan's leading the AMs with Green leaking behind him, and Greg Johnson there, of course, as well. So keep an eye out and see how all these guys get on. Half the field have not got times at the moment, Steve. I'm a little bit worried.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's going on with that. We are 5 minutes in. You'd think they'd be settled down. It sounds like a few people haven't practiced properly out there because it's not an overly difficult track because you do so many laps on here, but I guess transitioning from one car to another, it takes a few laps to get back into the car, get the feel for the seat. But mate, it's just, it doesn't look like a tough track, but it's just so many little fine nuances to it that you just got to get right to get beautiful pace out there.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a flowing circuit here this evening as well. If you don't have flow, you are going to be in trouble. You've got to make sure that you keep it through here, especially. Coming down the bottom to the old hairpin, the right-hander. If you're on the outside, well, good luck. There's grass over there. As they start marching on the way up under Starkey's Bridge here on board with Ray Oliver currently in that SLM machine, motoring his way all the way up through Starkey's, coming into McLean's, which is the right-hander, of course, here as well. Let's jump on board for the last half of this part of the circuit. We've got the blind right-hander of Coppice. Now, you can take a little bit of curb on the right-hand side. You point at that second tree, hope for the best. And that's it. And then you're running down into the fog of the S's, the left, right. Don't forget, the cones or the bollards on the inside are drive-throughable. But if you drive through too much, you will get a slowdown. So you have to be a little bit careful on what you can and cannot take at this racetrack, as somebody's just off on the right-hand side there, unfortunately for them.
Yeah, I saw that nicely. Someone's parked it. I think it's Wayne Edwards.
Yeah, coming down now into the Melbourne hairpin. This is where you literally come back on yourself right away through. 90 degrees, round you go. Go on, son. Let it run on the outside. He can let it run a little bit more and carry a little bit more speed. And then he comes into the final corner. Goddard's the left-hander downhill. At the same time, get on the brakes, point and shoot at the apex and hope you're going to hit it. Are we going to hit it? Yes, we just took a late one. Now we're going around again with Ray Oliver across the start-finish line. The circuit itself, Steve, in general, hasn't got much to it, but it's very difficult to get right.
Oh yeah, every corner, they look like basic corners, but there's change in pitch. You can see, like here, it goes out wide. You go off. There's a slight camber on the inside just there. It narrows off. There's a lot of grass, so you've got to be careful where you're going. The blind corner, as you're coming up to the back straight, you got to practice it because you got to know which tree to aim for. You aim for the wrong one, you're going to end up out in the dirt. You aim too far right, you're going to end up getting a slowdown. But there's just so many nuances where you can make up pace as well. Like for the flowing drivers, like this track's really going to shoot Josh Horton. Josh Horton's going to destroy this track tonight. He's going to eat this up like a bowl of pasta. Cole Lavery loves a flowing track. He'll love this track as well. The Carlin boys will work really well together here, especially on the narrow parts of the track.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be interesting to see how some of these guys get on. Jackson Pringle has got a purple on the board. He hasn't got a time on the board. He needs to be a little bit more careful here. Is he going to be able to get this time on the board? Around the final corner he goes. Jackson Pringle's going to go over the line now. Is he going to put a time up?
Green.
Is he going to put a time up? Yes.
Yes,
Goes into
up to
fifth
fifth.
place. So great job from
Yeah.
Pringle there as well. Where do we think the battles are going to come from, Steve? Joshua Horton out in front. You know, he's absolutely flying at the moment.
Look, if they let him go, and they don't hang on to him, he's just going to rip it up. He needs to be amongst the crowd. It make it a little bit harder for him. Kyle Lavery needs to pick up this pace. He's about 3/10 behind him on pace at the moment. He's the closest one to him. So you just can't let him get away. Once he gets away, he's just going to go.
I do agree with you, and that's not any disrespect to anybody else in the league. Unfortunately, Joshua Horton just is that goddamn fast. Big boss, brakes go pop. Yeah, that's what he says. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I see. His outright pace isn't the key. It's his consistency. The kid just hits his apex, hits his markers. He cracks it from one gear to another gear on exactly the same revs every time. He knows what he's doing with his car, and he's very clinical with it. And that's what's going to change the difference between him and Lavery. I mean, at the moment, 3/10s, that's quality pace, yeah. But once he gets into his rhythm, who knows?
Yeah, I do agree with you. I think it's going to be interesting. There's somebody off the side of the circuit on your screen down there. Who is that? It's one of your SRW cars. Is that Brad Anderson gone and having a
What have I said? I've got it set on. I think it's Josh. Who is it?
I don't know. Somebody.
Brad Anderson. Brad Anderson. It's Brad Anderson.
Yeah, it was Brad Anderson. That.
Yeah, I've got it set. I've got the bottom camera set up on just on most exciting. So you see all the incidents and all the going off on the tracks on the bottom screen, and JP's got all the live action.
That was Chris Toblin.
There's a few people still set times.
Cam Hardwick, no time. Russell Gander, no time. Mark Cochran, no time at the moment. So unfortunately for some of them guys, they're going to have to get a little bit of a wiggle on. Time's coming in thick and fast. Dean was fast in practice. He's not quite been so fast in quali, but he has got some improvements on the board. He's going to go over the line now. How far up is he going to be able to go here for Dean? Oh, pole position in the Pro-Ams. Go, Dean.
Well done.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin's just taking it.
Well, that lasted long.
I was actually driving off to see a customer today, and I pulled up at the set of lights, and I looked to my right, and I see his ugly head working on BMWs, and I turned to my right, and I go, that's Kevin Wakefield at his BMW shop that he works for. So we had a quick little yarn, and he goes, yep, the boys are loving all the colours of the livery and getting a bit of promo. So they're a happy lot over there.
Nice. Oh, that's always good then, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Excellent. Trev Mortimer's got no time on the board here. Is he going to be able to get a time? Trev down in the Pro-Ams, nothing from him. Cam Hardwick, Russell Gander and Mark Cochran still got no times on the board here either. Oh, there's somebody else. I think there's
3 minutes left too. What's the weather report say tonight, mate? Let's see. What's the weather report say?
Okay, well, let me get you off your screen. Go on then. What we got?
No, nothing. No rain, no pain tonight. It's just going to be a cold, miserable night in the UK. The lights are coming on.
That's a surprise, a cold, miserable night in the UK. Right, just to let you all know as well, we haven't told you about the format for this evening. That's because we've been yarning about other stuff. You got 1 hour race with 23% fuel, so they will have to pit. We will find out what the situation is under safety car, whether or not they're going to have enough to get to the end. But at the moment, they will have to pit because they're only going to have 23% fuel. So there we go, 12 minutes to go. 12 minutes to go. 13 minutes gone, 2 minutes left on the clock here as well. Down by 2, sitting in 7th. Ray Oliver in 6th, but you see on the left-hand side there, Brad Anderson in there, Chris Tomlin, Mays, Edwards, Wassell leading the arms. He's sitting in 13th overall at the moment. A great job from him. Chris Tomlin from LCR a little bit further back, down in 16th at the moment. Steph Piccoli's down in 22nd, taking her first win in class last week as well. So fair play to Steph, and also Di Feldman, who also wrapped up a V8 class win this week as well. I think it was Tuesday. Tuesday?
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. I do know that because me and Steve come on Wednesday, and we both thought it was Thursday. So
yes, we did.
We did, yeah. I went in the SRW.
Even after the show.
Yeah, I went into the GR86 league going, where's the session? what am I supposed to be joining? And then realise it's actually Super Formula Lights. So there we go.
Yeah.
I've slept since then, and too much going on, to be blatantly honest with you. But there we go. Let's see how we get on here as well, and see what goes on for this hour race. I think an hour is going to be a bit of a workout around this racetrack.
It is. It is not an easy track at all. I'm just trying to see what have we got time-wise. This is an AM race at the moment, so okay. So the headlights are on because it's a morning session. No, 10 p.m.
Steve, are you okay telling the time?
I am. I'm just looking at the forecast time. The forecast time is going from
9:15 in the evening.
Yeah. Are we going to have a night race here?
I have no idea. Good luck, everyone. That's all I can say.
Better not be. That's all I can say.
Yep, you better not pout. You better not cry, because it's tough boobies if you get a night race. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah, because there ain't no lights at Donington, that's for sure.
No. There definitely is not. So we'll see how these guys get on. Checker flag comes out there just as Steph Piccoli goes over the line. We'll see and just wait for a few others to finish off. There was a couple of people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on track. 13 was on track. Unfortunately for Dean Sinkovic, it looks like he's been off the side of the circuit. So he is no longer on the race circuit, but a couple of people are still out there. I'll be interested to see what they've done with the time evolving into race. So whether or not all of a sudden we're going to spring into daylight, or
it's going to spring to daylight. It's going to be a 2-day event. It's going to be an afternoon collie for the next day sprint race. Next day hour-long race, I should say.
Greg Barber,
but a lot of the boys going off track at the moment.
Greggy, boring. Could have made it a night race. That would have been exciting. So
we would have just seen white dots everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Picking
the
out
headlights.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Barb's just confirmed what I said. Yes, the race is the next day, which is what I thought. Yeah, thank God for that. Can you imagine that?
Yes, I
would have had the beepers on.
It would have been amazing.
Yeah. Would have been edited our crayons out just to point to what car's what.
Oh, yeah, but it don't matter. See, this is what happened to me the other day, right? I was pointing at a car, commentating, and then realised that nobody can see me what I'm pointing at. So it ain't going to really make no difference. You know what I mean?
Barb's not my job.
So I was
I totally agree, mate. No one can see me either.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe we should
I'm just sitting here in a t-shirt and boxer shorts.
Oh, shocking.
No, I'm not joking, mate. I'm only joking.
Are you really?
It's like the anchor man.
I want to know. Maybe we should have commentators cams one week as well.
No, that's it. That's call you done.
Yeah. Last one's over the line. Everybody's finished. We're going to bring you up the grid very, very shortly here as well. So we're going to look at the grid. Let's bring you up the schedule while they are all gridding at this moment in time. You can see we're on round 6 at Donington, round 7. We're on to Snetterton, and round 8 we're off to Alton Park, Foster's layout. And then we ran out of UK tracks after that, because we're going to send you all off to Holland to go to Circuit Zolder GP for the final race of the season. Okay, so we've only got 3 rounds to go, 4 including this one. So there you go. That's what we've got coming up of our British leg with one Dutch circuit, because we ran out and we couldn't give you another one. So there you go. On that one. Probably could have gone to Brands Hatch GP or something like that. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, they had picked out one of those. What was it? That one that runs out near the farms, through the Bluestones and that. But they changed their mind.
On there. Oh yeah,
that's it. That's Cadwell Park. Yes.
Yeah, we've had Cadwell Park.
They did have that. They changed their mind.
Right, okay, let's go and bring you up the grid for this 1 hour long race. Joshy Horton out in front, Carl Avery in second, and Danny Byrne in third. Then Dougie Gowan's fourth, Jackson Pringle, Ray Oliver, Dan Bartucci, Shane Ratcliffe with Sam Katakazinos in ninth. Then we got Kev Wakefield leading the Pro-Ams, Trev Mortimer and Dean Sinkovic wrapping up the top 12. Then behind that is Stevie Daniels, Brent Wassell leading the AMS in 14th. Then Wayne Edwards, Mark Cochran, Bradley Mays and Chris Tomlin. Greggy Johnson, Shane Owens, David 7 and 4, 7-imer, Jumbo Jet Simmons, Brad Anderson in 22nd, then Greggy Leake and Steph Piccoli. Let's see if Steph can repeat a win. Then behind that, I think, is Russell Gander and Cam Hardwick. The others in are RC, and God help us, we have Sheafy driving the safety car. So, yeah, what could go wrong, Steve?
Oh, last night we said that. Remember what happened?
Yeah, and Parfitt the other week, we had people drive into the bleeding Forest Elbow. So there we go.
Yeah.
It was all a little bit messy. Right. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and people of all ages. Get your drinks, get your popcorn, like, subscribe, turn on the bells, do all that other fancy jazz that you can do for free here on YouTube. No charges whatsoever. But you don't want to miss any of the action because we've got a lot more coming up. We've got V8s again on Sunday. Then we kick it off all once more over next week, when there's a lot more action coming in. V8 split 1 and 2 on Tuesday, SFL, then GR86s, and then we just go round in the circle because we just like bringing you the same stuff over and over and over again. So there we go. Right, let's get going. Right.
Everyone's on track.
Yep, absolutely. 1 minute 45 to go. Good luck, everyone. Good luck, Cam. Are you right? Are you driving or are you ducked out of it there, sir? What are you doing?
Oh, he's on track, but look at it.
Yeah,
I'm going to have Kevin Wakefield as a second camera for the moment,
yeah.
being that he's down in 10th.
Right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ladies and gentlemen, the hour race is green, green, green here, and Joshy Horton got away right at the beginning. He absolutely flew it off there, 4 wide further back. Dean Sinkovic is coming across the track, try and cover off the people in behind him, but it's Horton out in front, then Lavery, then Byrne, then Gowans in behind that as well for the first time here on the run. Down the hill they go, through Craner. There's been an incident at the back. Greggy Leak, David Simmons, Brent Wassell. They all look like they've had a bit of drama. Cam said he's retired. Why have you retired? You old or something? Or what am I missing? Through the old hairpin they go, up the hill for the first time. Joshy Horton out in front. Danny Byrne in behind that. Further down, you've got Kev Wakefield on the bottom screen. He's battling away. There's another Vermilion, a Jackson Pringle in there at the moment. He's alongside Dougie Gowans. Is he going to be able to make it through? In the right-hander of McLean's. It's going to be a long run out for Jackson. He's going to end up out on the gravel. They're going to be side by side coming into the right-hander again, a Coppice. At the moment, it's Dougie Gowans on the right in FTR. Jackson Pringle on the left in Vermilion. They are going to go side by side down into the fog of the S's. Are they going to be able to make this work? Are they not going to be able to make it work? Is there going to be drama? No. Gowans backs out. He goes up the inside. Ooh, Dougie doesn't do it there. But at the moment, bar the drama at the beginning, Steve, everybody seems to be okay.
Yeah, nice and back across the back of the grid as well. Everything's been really clean. They've all followed into a snake. A few boys have a bit of a sniff here and there, just like Dougie is there on the apexes. But very clean. 2 cars rotating. I think it was, who was it? Wassell and Simmons. Yeah.
Yeah, behind there was action as well. David Simmons goes round, hold his brakes, gets it off the racetrack. Brent Wassell was facing the wrong way. That's never good. Let's see if it is just caused by them. What's the situation? There is Brent there. Simmons is coming on him. Brent's closing the door.
Oh, 2 LCR cars involved.
Yeah, I think that's the thing.
Oh, that was close. That was. Who was that took off after that? In the other LCR car. Was that Tomlin?
Stevie Daniels and...
it's Daniels. Watch him wiggle his way through his traffic. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, on board with Danny Byrne now as well. Tucked in third place currently at the moment for Dan Byrne. He's got Carl Lavery, Joshy Horton there, Jackson Pringle, Dougie Gowans, Ray Oliver, Kat Gazinos, Wakefield leading the Pro-Ams, now one's leading the AMs, but it is going to be for 2 minutes down, 58 minutes to go. Why did you retire, Mr. Hardwick? Let us know, please, once again, so we can find out why you retired. You just had enough, or you just want to sit back and enjoy the sultry tones of mine and Steve's voice this evening?
Yeah, I think he just loves hearing us too much, mate.
Understandable, mate. You know what I mean? Understandable.
Yeah.
But nice little battle here with Trev Mortimer, Kevin Wakefield at the moment, brought it up onto the main screen. You can see that Wakefield's looking up the inside. Is he going to be able to make this work? He ain't getting that stop for love nor money.
Oh, Mortimer.
Yeah, Mortimer.
Jeez, Mortimer went to another postcode then.
Tries 1 and loses 2. Never a good idea for Mr. Mortimer, but Sinkovic now tucked in behind Wakefield here currently at the moment. Dean Sinkovic through the left-hander. Is he going to be able to make this work? Now, he did have pace in practice, right? That's the thing.
Yeah.
He did have pace, and it's now whether or not he's going to be able to utilise that pace.
Yeah, he starts to overdrive when it gets into race mode and gets himself in a bit of trouble. And we know that when he starts to overdrive, he over-rotates the car.
He's not going to do that, mate.
No, not tonight. No, not while we're watching him anyway.
No, definitely not. Cam Hardwick there as well. Nah, I'm an open wheel race car driver now. Right, Lightning McQueen. Jesus. Yeah, as well through the
No, what's the Italian driver from Lightning McQueen?
Francesco Bonoli or Bertoli or
That's it, Francesco Hardwick.
Yeah.
I'm only up a wheel. I like to get the wheels out.
Yeah, look at my wheels. Love my wheels.
Yeah, the ladies love the wheel too.
Yeah. Oh,
I
dear.
love it.
Right, Dean still chasing down Kev Wakefield here currently as well. Danny Burns still chasing down Lavery. He's got Pringle and Gowans for company at the moment for Danny Byrne as they're coming through the fog of the S's down into the Melbourne hairpin here currently at the moment. Horton out in front, Lavery in behind. There's Byrne, there's Pringle, there's Gowans, there's Ray Oliver, there's Dan Bertu. Oh, Dean. Oh, Dean.
Oh, don't tell me he spun.
Okay.
Bro.
I won't tell you.
Jesus Christ.
What did he do after?
What did I tell you? Overdrive. What I was going to say was Kyle Lavery just the fastest time, a 1:43.319. So pace is really good up front.
Dean. Dean. Where you going, son?
Tyres are a bit cooked still.
Yeah, it's all falling apart for Mr. Sinkovic there as well. Lavery's closed in at Houghton here as well. Got a good ring to it. It has Francesco Hardwick. Once we go on there. It doesn't sound Australian, though, to be honest with you, Cam. I don't think I could justify telling you that here either, but there we go. Lavery's closing in on the back end of Horton. They've come together as well. Don't forget, 23% fuel. They're not going to be able to go for long. It's going to be close whether or not you're going to have 2 pit stops. I think it's going to be really close, to be blatantly honest with you. Danny Byrne up alongside Jackson Pringle. That was Pringle right there. There he is for Pringle at the moment. Byrne still got his nose locked in. Don't you dare, Jackson, because he's right beside you.
Just removing that mirror for you right now. Just adjusting it so you can see wider.
Oh, it's going to go round.
Oh, no, they're both going round. Oh, there's a third one involved too.
And Gowans.
Oh, fourth one. Oh, Gowans has got away. Gowans has got away. It looks like it.
All day. I thought it was going to happen on the straight, but it didn't. It decided to happen here. They side by side. Oh, mate, that was nuts.
Oh, look at this. Oh, it's got 3 or 4 of them caught up.
Oh,
I think that's just going to be a racing instance at the end of that. That was just one of those things. They both come in way too hot.
Yeah.
I think they were both sliding in synchronicity there, weren't they?
Yeah, nobody wanted to give away any room whatsoever. And unfortunately,
No.
it cost them that. Now Wayne Edwards tucked in here as well behind Ray Oliver. And unfortunately, it's all got a little bit messy. Dougie Gowan's involved in that. Jackson Pringle, Danny Byrne and Ray Oliver all tied up in that little incident there. Dean Spinovich. It was Dean Spinovich, unfortunately.
Yeah.
For him. Brent Wassell is having a nice little bit of a ding-dong further down there. Steve, if you can keep your eye on Joshy Horton for me, I just want to pick up on what Wassell is up to with Dean. Dean's going through again, showing great pace once more alongside Russell Gander. Is he going to be able to make it work? No, he does. Well, he does get the job done there as well. There is Horton and Lavery on the bottom right-hand corner. Just want to pick up on what's going to happen here because unfortunately Gander's lost another place to Wassell. Sinkovic is also in there. He's trying to get away through the old hairpin, but it's going to be what Gander's going to be able to do. Do we think, Steve, Russell Gander's going to be able to go and make a move forward? Technically, I've got him as pro-ams, but I'm not 100% sure if that's where he should be.
Yeah, he's got a very high rating on IRacing. That's probably why he's gone up there so far hot. But that incident with the 4 drivers really opened the door for Ratcliffe and Bartouche. They're in 3rd and 4th now, so that they got a good little winning out of that little biffo that we saw at the chicane. Dean is having a bit of a shove with his teammate there. Brad, tell him, Brad, move over, Brad. I'm coming through. And is he going to make this corner? No, he's tucking in behind. Mr. Leak.
Settles back
What's Mr.
in.
Leak doing there?
That's Greggy
Well
Johnson.
done, Mr. Leak.
Shane Nowens, they've just gone side by side. Johnson's just gone through on Nowens, so Johnson moves to the lead of the AMs. Gander's running in behind Anderson at the moment. They're still battling it out. Greggy Leak is now alongside Shane Nowens. Greggy on the right-hand side there. Oh, that's actually alongside Dean, sorry. Greg's there as well. Is he going to make that inside line? Is Dean going to hold on to it? Dean's got the power down. Down we come down into turn number 1. Sinkovic in the red SRW car. Greg Leak from Team Greg Racing tucked in right behind him. And then Wassel with the kittens here. Through the whiskers. Oh, no.
Oh, he's just held enough bitumen there to keep going there, Leaky.
Yep. Yeah, as Wassel's just gone through. Leak's just lost, unfortunately, 2 places there once more. Mr. Wakefield up to the dizzy heights of 6th overall. Just lost the place to Jackson Pringle. He has now got his Pro-Am fight alongside him. But Kev Wakefield going for it here again. Jackson Pringle has already been in this drama once, mate. You've been in once, fella. And Pringle does get later
bottom
on.
screen, bottom seat. Lavery's having to go on the inside of Josh Horton. Josh Horton's just disappeared off the screen, but Lavery's gone past him beautifully at the hairpin.
Yeah, Lavery's there now. Horton's going to tuck in once more. You can see we brought it straight back up to the main screen here as well. We're going to watch this action live. Horton got a bit of a wiggle. Don't want to keep doing that, Sunshine. Otherwise, you are just going to lose time. Now it's Horton and Lavery battling for the lead of the race. 10 minutes in, 50 to go here. We've still got time for anything to happen, Steve, but these two having a right old ding-dong.
Oh, mate, this is entree at the moment. That's all it is, 10 minutes in, entree. We're just warming up and getting the spectators wriggling their seats so they can get a bit of action happening. Great part of the track, man. I love this section here coming down and really tricky getting down from here into the right gear and turning at the right point so you don't go too wide and cut enough of that inside curve.
Yeah, absolutely.
07246 have got a drive-through penalty.
That's Dougie Gowans.
Dougie Gowans, yeah, and Jackson Pringle.
Why?
Don't know.
Why did they get?
Well, Jackson Pringle was on the outside of that turn, I think, wasn't he?
This is Dougie Gowans. What did he have to do with this?
Maybe not avoiding the incident, I'm not sure.
Where was he supposed to go?
I'm not sure about that one.
Me neither, if that is the only time on it as well. Perhaps he could just let us know. Failure to hold brakes.
Oh, lap 4.
That was that incident I
Turn
showed you.
10. Oh, that must have been another incident.
No.
246. 246.
Hold on. What did they do that we're missing here? They're both tied together going across the racetrack. I'm not entirely...
Maybe Dougie had his foot down and powered through it rather than putting the brakes on. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We'll have to unwrap that one somehow. I'm not sure.
Yeah, not quite sure what's going to happen there. There's a couple of people in pit lane. Gowans is in there. Mark Cochran. I think Gowans is in there actually for his drive-through for Dougie. He has just gone straight through. Lavery and Horton still fighting out at the front at the moment. On board with Carl Lavery. Joshie Horton tucked in behind there as well. These guys having a right little ding-dong on your screen at the moment. Can you go on board with Mr. Houghton, please?
Mr. Who?
Joshua Horton, sorry.
Oh, yeah, I can do that, mate.
Thanks, mate. Just going to have a look at Joshie's on board at the same time here as we're racing along with Lavery. Just waiting for Steve to find cockpit cam. There you go, Stevie. No, just get
gyrating's better than cockpit cam.
Give over. Right, here we go there as well. That's on board with Horton as he's chasing down Lavery at the moment. 13 minutes to go. Bit stiff on Dougie. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Cam. I'm not trying to upset RC because I don't want to end up in RC having to explain my actions or my comments.
Yeah, look, they see things that we don't see when they're reviewing it, so there's got to be something in there that they've looked at. There's you got to be also you got to remember you got to avoid contact maybe dug it in, tried to avoid contact. Maybe his foot flat all the way to the floor through that whole incident. So not sure.
I think this is a debate about where was he supposed to go, Steve?
Oh, look, at the end of the day, your mission as a driver is to avoid incidents as well. Joshua Horton. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, he's going to have to be careful.
Josh Horton disappeared for a second then.
Yeah, there's a couple of times he's done that already.
Yeah.
We know he's going to have to go out and feed the kangaroo at some point here, because otherwise his internet is going to go completely for Horton. He's losing a little bit of time.
Just about 15-minute mark, so we're at the quarter way through. What do you reckon? Pit stops somewhere that they're going to be able to get through of one, or are they going to need two?
It's going to be close on two, but it really does depend when they come in there. I'm keeping my mouth closed in regards to Cam. Stop it. You'll get me in trouble, Mr. Hardwick. Behave yourself.
Yeah, shut up, Cam.
Yeah, I don't like being called to the steward's office, please, Cam. Just stop it. Yeah, either. But I do agree with you. I think it was a little bit harsh. But anyway, moving on. Lavery still in front of Horton. Through the fog of the S's they go. Horton's pulled in a little bit of time. There's battles with Bartusha, Katagazinos, Mortimer and Wakefield, Mays, Tomlin, Pringle, Nowens and Wassell. We're going to have a look at these front two for a couple of minutes or so before we move on here. If they're going to change, they might. If they're not going to. As it doesn't look like they are. We'll jump down to Chris Tomlin, Bradley Mays, all in their own little battle here. Mays chasing down Oliver, Pringle chasing down both of these guys. But Chris Tomlin having a bit of a battle with Mays. Is he going to look up the inside? LCR, he does look up. Can he get it stopped?
Oh.
No.
Oh, no. Too much pace through it.
Unfortunately for him, did not get it stopped. He carried the speed though.
No.
Managing to settle in behind him. Pringle's not going to really have anywhere to go here, Steve. I'm not quite sure where they're going to be.
He made his own room there, didn't he?
Oh, he definitely did. Tomlin gave him an edge, and that was it. Unfortunately, through he goes.
Where's Gallo gone?
I haven't even seen Gallo from the start, mate.
No, Gallo's not here tonight.
No,
there you go. He's missing tonight. So Dan is on his own, Dan Byrne, and he's sitting in 7th. So he's got 4 places he's lost in some of that work. The biggest mover for the night so far is up 6 places. Chris Tomlin and Russell Gander from the back of the field.
Yeah. Well, Pringle's going to clear Mays around the outside. Is he going to be at the moment? Mays is there, putting in a bit of effort. Pringle does go through anyway. I think it's a futile fight, Mr. Mays. I've got to be honest. I would probably settle in and use him to go forward as much as that as well. So I think for Bradley Mays, it's just going to have to keep sitting there on that run down the Starkey Straight, coming into the fog of the S's at the moment. How's he going to get on here? Bradley Mays, he's going to settle in, but he has got Tomlin tucked in right behind him. This is for the final podium spot in the Pro-Am. 17 minutes on the clock, and we've still got a long way to go. When do we think pit stops are going to happen, Steve?
Yeah, it's going to be a one-stopper, I'd say, around the 25-minute mark. But if it's, a 2-stopper around there. But I'm thinking about if they can get to 35 minutes, they should be right.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if they're going to get that far with 23% fuel.
Yeah. I don't know. Cam Hardwick's one of the admins of the series. Maybe he can shed a light on the fuel burn for us.
Yeah, let us know, Cam. Let us know what you think. Still got Chris Tomlin, Bradley Mays.
Oh,
here.
Tomlin.
Still fighting it out.
He's gone on the grass too.
Brad Anderson left pit lane and crashed, apparently. Oh, he did. He went in a little bit deep there, did Brad Anderson, unfortunately for him.
There's no rain tonight, mate. I just checked.
Yeah.
Don't do that to me.
The UK, we always have rain in the UK.
Yeah. On the bottom camera, I've got Greg Johnson having a bit of a fight there with Daniels and Dean holding behind them as well. But a great little battle there with Johnson and Daniels there. Just over 1/10 between them. They're switching places, going inside, outside, having a lot of fun.
Yeah, Absolutely, they are having the right little ding-dong down in the bottom. You can see on the main screen at the moment, Tomlin still chasing down with Mays. Still tucked in right behind him here, not being able to do this. Joshy Horton still locked in. Well, maybe not. Yes, you are.
Well, he locked in, but he disappeared.
Yeah.
Joshy Horton's fuel saving at the moment. That's why I think there's been a bit of a position change there. Josh is playing the smart game, the long game. He's actually got the fastest lap of the 1:43.286, and he's just hovering behind Kyle Lavery, and even the fastest lap for the last 2 laps, he's been faster than Lavery, and he just sort of backs off and then gets close to him and then backs off again.
Yeah. Does keep moving in and moving back out. Maybe Horton is saving 20 minutes gone here. So he's going to tuck in right behind at the moment. Mortimer there with Wakefield, with Byrne. They're all continuing their fight. This is a Pro-Am Pro battle. Danny Byrne being the pro, of course. In behind these guys at the moment with Mortimer. I think Wakefield's just gone off. Wakefield's running alongside at the moment. They're side by side. Wakefield does manage to hold on, but Byrne was going at him there. He was giving him something to think about at the same time as he's continuing to move down. Byrne chasing down Kev Wakefield.
Yeah, Dean's just passed both Greg Johnson and Daniel as well at the same time. So he's got a bit of fire in his belly. And they're trying to chase him down now. And who's that that's caught them behind? Brent Wassel has caught them up as well.
Yeah, Wassel's in the back of this Daniels Greg Johnson fight down in the bottom right-hand corner. But it's the Byrne, Wakefield, Mortimer fight we're concentrating on at the moment. The leaders aren't really doing a lot there. Horton's getting close. Then he's coming away again, and then he's getting close, and then he's coming away. We think he's on a fuel save. Danny Byrne, however, is still there, scrapping it away. He's trying to clear Wakefield. Wakefield's not giving an ounce of space here, Steve, but I'm guessing he kind of doesn't really want to because of the fact that if he does that, Mortimer's going to be running away at the front.
Yeah, yep, 100%. Kev's just been sitting on the back of him, keeping patient. Could have been us in a bit of a race of his own. He's got Trev Mortimer 2.5, nearly 3 seconds behind him, and he's 1 second off the back of Bartouche, and Bartouche has got 12 seconds on the back of these two boys up front, Joshua Horton, Lavery, so he's having a nice little run at the moment.
Yeah, Dan Bartouche did really well. He's doing really well, I should say. Moving up here, but down Byrne through the right hander we go of McLean's coming into Coppice. Danny Byrne's tucked in again. Byrne with Wakefield with Mortimer. It's going to be a 3-car fight on the run down into the fog of the S's. Is Byrne going to carry speed here? He is going to carry speed. Now we're going to go down behind Wakefield. Tucked in right at the moment here currently. Is the draft going to pull us along? Not really. Am I going to go for it? Nope, nope, nope. Doesn't want to. Just get the run through the chicane. Try and get him down into the hairpin. Not fast enough through the chicane for Dan Byrne. He's now going to have to go again, coming down into the right hand of the Melbourne hairpin. Is he going to be able to get there? No. Can't get there either. He's just not carrying enough speed out of that fog of the S's chicane, Steve, to make a difference going into here.
No, not at all. It's close, but not enough to make the overtake. He's got the pace on him, but not enough to overtake him. Greggy Johnson has gone in for an early pit. He's gone in for a 2-pit strategy by the look of it, and possibly undercutting some of these boys that he's been battling with, Shane Newens and Brent Wassel. So he's got himself back out in 3rd place still.
Yeah, Byrne in pit lane, 22 minutes, Steve. 46, they're going to need another one, aren't they?
Yep. They're going to need another pit, those guys. They're definitely. Johnson's pit strategy there, he came in the 22nd minute mark. He's definitely going for a 2-stopper.
Don't think it's going to be just a 1-stop race here. I think there's going to be 2. Daniels is in, Wassel's in as well. There's quite a few people across the board that has had pit stops.
Yeah, they'll be going for 2-stoppers. I think these 2 up front. Yeah, these 2 up front are going to try to go for a 1-stopper, I reckon. Josh has been, yes, Pricey. Josh has been fuel saving for a while, but again, so is Lavery behind him because they swapped about 7 laps ago.
Surely not. Horton dives up the inside.
No.
Yeah, he's going to get it.
I think has he let him go, or is he?
No.
Is Lavery going to fight this?
Side by side. Side by
Oh,
side,
tap the
ladies and
mirrors.
gentlemen. On the run down into the left-hander. Oh, Horton. Can't see what you can't pass.
Yeah,
can't
that makes
pass
it
what you can't
dangerous.
see.
Whoa, Lavery's done a sneaky. I'm going in. Oh, this is very interesting. Wow.
Lavery's dived in pit lane. That's going to allow Horton now to go on the run. A safety car here really step up the fuel strategy. I'm not even sure what the fuel strategy is at the moment, Cam, to be honest. They're pitted on 24 minutes. I don't know if anybody can get to the half an hour mark. It's going to be really, really tough, especially at a short circuit in conjunction with this. And they've still got to be able to get to another 6 minutes. I don't think Horton is going to be able to get there.
Oh, everyone's pitting now. Everyone's pitting. Yeah, they've all come in behind Kyle Lavery. Is Horton going to try and go for the 30-minute mark? He's got 5 more minutes to go. Will he make it and turn this, or will he just disappear? Will he make it and turn this race on its side?
I can't make it. Surely he can't do it on 23%. He's not going to be able to get one.
What's his fuel save like? Can you hear it?
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
Well, he's shifting early.
No, he's not. He would have been rolling downhill into that corner.
Yeah.
And he didn't. Yeah, he's not shifting there either.
He's really battling that corner.
Pit
Wow.
lane.
Yeah, he's gone in. He's gone in. All right, I'm going to get my camera on Kyle. See where he is.
And keep an eye out.
Let's see how it opens up. He's just gone past his teammate on the back. He's coming up to the final corner now. The left-hander. Where are they going to come out? Josh, he's still on the... Here comes in the bottom screen. Lavery's coming past him now. Oh, look at that. Look how tight that is.
Lavery's going to carry massive speed, though, but he did not make it.
He's got warm tyres now, so Lavery can get a bit closer. But that means we're going to go for a 2-stopper most likely.
Yeah, I think you are right. I think there's going to be another pit stop at 46 minutes or in and around that mark. But Horton and Lavery, back markers are going to play a part here. Danny Byrne locked in behind Sam Catagazinos here as well. Sam doing a great job sitting in 4th overall, up 5 places. They probably want a safety car now to make it a 1-stopper. Yeah, you are right. I think you are correct. I just don't think they're going to be able to get it. I think there's too wide a runoff here, Steve, for them to even think about stopping the race.
Yeah. Well, that's what we said originally. Once you hit the grass here, you just roll to the meadows, mate. And what's going to stop you is probably a sheep before the fence.
Yeah.
Because there's just that much around it. But good to see the strategy out there. Dan Bartouche, he's just loving it out there. He's in 14 seconds behind these guys, 3 seconds behind in front of Catagazinos. And just loving it.
Yeah, he's just got no one to battle for Dan. He's just driving around in his own little
bit of
home.
back marker excitement down the bottom screen. These boys getting past 747 and Nuance. And Steph Piccoli now. Oh, Lavery has come out behind Steph a little bit. Steph's gone hard left to avoid him. He's lost a bit of momentum there.
Bring this up. I think Lavery's gone through, hasn't he? He's cleared the back markers.
He's come past. He lost a little bit of time. Not Steph's fault. Just the timing of their rotation. She was on the apex of the corner as he was coming around it, but it was not too bad. Who is Danny Byrne? Daniel Byrne. Who is Danny Byrne? I forgot that. Good on you, Pricey. How many shots have you had so far, Pricey?
What do you mean? Who is? What? I don't understand that.
He forgot that who Daniel Byrne was. He must have had a mental blank moment.
You absolute don't.
Jackson Pringle has just set the fastest lap of the day with a 1:43.043. Wow, that's faster than qualifying. A little bit more is in the 42s.
Yeah. Absolutely flying at the moment is Pringle sitting in 10th place, 1.8 back from Oliver. Byrne in behind Katakazinos, Tomlin in behind Mays. They're fighting it out for the lead in the Pro-Ams as well, but Danny Byrne's going to look up the inside at the moment. Is he going to go through? He's going to run it side by side with Sam. Sam settles in. Byrne takes a position away, and Danny Byrne moves up.
Nice. Yeah, he's a stay-at-home dad at the moment, so he cooks a lot, and apparently there's a lot of wine and sherries that go into the stuff he cooks these days.
Who's a stay-at-home dad? Dan?
No, Pricey.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's a stay-at-home dad at the moment. He's sold his business off, and the wife is pursuing her career while he stays at home and finds something to do.
Oh, nice.
And good on him.
What are you going to do, Pricey? Anything exciting?
I don't know. It's been a few weeks now, a few months now.
Don't rush back if you don't have to, mate. Ratcliffe's just gone up the inside of Wakefield.
Yeah.
That's a Pro-Am overtake. Ray Oliver, unfortunately, has gone round. Oh, it does look like he's done this all on his own here. Oh, dude. You're going round. Pringle just about misses him.
Oh, bad luck, dude.
Oh, Pricey.
Oh, mate, you would make one ugly woman. I'm sorry, mate.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Price would make an amazing dyke.
Oh. No. 43 and 157 lap, 16 turn 10, no further action. That's good. Bradley Mays has just gone round now, unfortunately.
So this is the part of the hour-long race we expect in the 86s where everyone gaps out a bit after the first pit stop. So the only really tight places is, oh, what happened there? Pulled away to avoid the action and had to go off track.
Yeah, Bradley Mays side by side. I'm wondering if there was a little bit of contact. Ooh.
Oh, looked like he got a little bit of love from behind, eh?
Yeah.
Lost a bit of the balance of the rear end. I'm not sure if you called it in. I didn't hear it, to be honest.
Yeah, Trev Mortimer.
Mortimer on the back of Katakazinos, which is what we've got up. Is that on? Yeah, on screen. Then we've got Wakefield and Ratcliffe and Lavery onto Horton. Oh, I misheard that.
Misheard or didn't hear?
No, I couldn't quite hear what someone was calling in then. It was a bit staticky. What do you mean, Sinker? He's one of the new meter maids in the Gold Coast. I thought they got rid of the meter maids in the Gold Coast. So what we used to have, JP, in the Gold Coast. Oh, you know, Lavery, get back on the black stuff. We used to have, in near the restaurants and cafes and stuff, we used to had meter maids. So if your meter ran out, they'd pop in some coins as to promote, coming out to the Gold Coast and have a bit of fun. And they used to wear these little gold one-piece bodysuits. Yeah. And
like
apparently that's what Price is doing these days.
Oh, right, okay. Well, that's good, Pricey. Hope it's working out for you. I don't really know what else to say to that, to be blatantly honest, mate. You know what I mean? If you are, and fair play, and good job. That's all I can say.
No judgment.
No, absolutely. Not one whatsoever. Just don't send me a picture of you in a maid's outfit, please do.
No selfies, thank you.
No, keep that to yourself. Oh, Round Resident 747 Jumbo. Oh, this is all on his own. He's already out of control. He's already loose. Get it sorted out. Nope.
I think he was trying to move out of Dean's way.
Yeah, I think he was trying to settle it down, and unfortunately, he just could not settle that car back down again.
Yeah.
The 747 he has got off.
Way too much pace for that corner. Way too much.
Katsinos and Mortimer providing the action, and Mortimer leading the Pro-Ams at the moment here as well. That's the class split there. Poor old JP, we are just convicts of the motherland down here, mate. Oh, dude. Can I come down and join you? I've seen the UK recently. Jesus. I think I'm going to come down and join you down there, to be honest with you, mate.
Oh, mate, it's a beautiful country. A lot of space to have fun in and spread your wings in.
Yeah, I'm an ignorant ass though, Steve, so I need to go out in the outback and just find a hut and live in that away from people. To be honest with you. 'Cause just some people annoy me, and I don't have time for annoyance. That's where I live with more sheep than human beings, so I can just avoid people if I really want to.
You just live in that little farm with Sean the sheep.
Mate, exactly. I wouldn't even mind, but Sean's a blow-up. So there we go. Steve smoked his 50 a day Marlboros today. He's
well, I just laughed that one out. Sean the sheep would have been a great replacement for me, I reckon.
Oh, absolutely. So there we go. As these guys settling down, we're in this F1 middle phase, ladies and gentlemen, as well. And where everybody is just settled in. This is the time when you're having a sleep on the sofa after your Sunday roast, and then you wake up for the last 10 minutes where the action all kicks off again. But we are going to be able to be up, and pit stop should be running again in the next 7 or 8 minutes. Not sure you'd handle all the snakes and spiders. Oh, dude, I am like the spider king in my house. When my wife sees one, she screams my name more than she does at any other point in my life. She screams it like crazy. So, and that's to kill a spider, by the way, Cam, if you haven't got the reference. But yeah, I'm the spider king, dude. It'll be all right. I'll just get me big size 8s, yeah, right, and just stamp on it. It'll be fine. So there we go. As we're carrying on now, Mortimer still in with Katsinos alongside. There's Piccoli, who, unfortunately, Steph, you are a back marker there, darling. Mortimer's made the most of it. He's going to try and have a go at Katsinos here. He looked at using Piccoli. And Katsinos has gone through. Mortimer's still trying to go through. Ratcliffe, Wakefield still going through at the same time here as well. Tyson, Tyson said join RC Cam. Cam went, no.
No, he doesn't need to. I don't think Tyson's your boss, is he? No, he's not. So keep in your own lane, Tyson. That's my lane.
Yeah. Behave yourself, McAvoy. Get back in your box.
Yeah.
So there we go.
What I was going to say was, through all this, they're all starting to bunch up a bit more now, starting to get a bit close to each other. We are probably, I reckon about anything from 5-8 minutes away from next pit stops.
Yep, Sam's got to slow down. Sam has had a slowdown there because he was, unfortunately, cut the chicane. There's a Vermilion in front. That's Pringle. He's just gone. I think he may have even hit Ratcliffe.
Oh, that was close.
I think he
Who was that?
I think Pringle tapped Ratcliffe round here. Yep.
Yeah.
He did. But the question is who's going to be... Did the door close? Did it not close? Ratcliffe goes wide. Brad Anderson just goes
876.
Off into the under. Yeah,
Under
for Brad
investigation. RC is getting a bit nippy with the drivers not holding their brakes when they're in incidents. So I probably did say that's it could have been why Dougie got dunked because he didn't hold his brakes for the incident. He just kept going through. Maybe it's a big guess, but I'd probably suggest that's what it is. Lavery is lost a bit of time here on the back of Horton through all that. He's 2 seconds off the back of him. Dan Bartush is still sitting in no man's land with space all in front of him and back of him. But this main bundle here, Mortimer, Pringle, Katsinos, and Kevin Wakefield, who's catching Katsinos now, is the bundle to watch.
Yeah, they're all starting to spread out just a little bit as well here, these guys. So we'll keep an eye and see how they get on. They are starting to spread out a little bit, just second by second here. That's going to be a thing. All the way through, you see Pringle's close onto the back of Mortimer. Mortimer's going to go wide. Pringle's going to try and get a slide on here. And he's going to try and go up the inside coming into the final corner. Jackson Pringle on the right, Mortimer on the left. Is it going to be done and dusted? It is. Pringle goes through. Mortimer does no defense whatsoever there, Steve, and just allows him to take it.
Yeah, who's that just gone to pits? Who was that? Dougie Gowans.
Yeah, Gowans in pit lane.
Is that Dougie Gowans' first proper pit? Because he had a drive-through.
No. It's his second one.
Okay.
Because he ain't going to be out there. It's going to be very tight, him getting to the end. With Dougie, he might be able to get there. Mortimer got Pringle. Mortimer behind Pringle. Catcazinos in behind that. Wakefield behind that. How's the Velocity boys doing? Well, you've got Sam Catcazinos sitting in 7th place. 6th in class at the moment. That's the only Velocity I can see, Cam, to be honest with you. Oh no, Shaney Ratcliffe is in 10th, 8th in class as well. So, yeah, not too bad, buddy. Not too bad at all.
It's looking good out there. It's looking good. It's starting to heat up a little bit again. Maisie's on the back of Gowans now. Mark Cochran's gone in for the pits. He's coming out now. He's done his second stop. So we're going to start seeing the second stops come through by the look of it. Nice bit of pace through there.
Yeah. Going to keep an eye, but it is settling down quite a lot here, Steve. No real action taking place at the moment.
No, we're seeing some pace out there and some guys getting close, but nothing really that's standing out. They're all around a second or more apart at the moment. Even Horton has pulled away from Lavery. Lavery's last lap was a 1:43.330. Kukunis has just gone in. And Horton's was a 1:52. So there's not much in them. There's about a tenth and a bit, but it's consistently that. So Lavery's getting left behind a little bit. Maybe he's decided that that's it. This is where he's going to finish.
Yeah, but he had all the pace early on, so I'm not quite sure why all of a sudden he would want to go and do that, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, they're both sitting pretty much on pace with their fastest lap, so they haven't slowed down. Maybe Lavery had an incident or a little bit. Oh, he had that little bit where he came off the grass for a little bit. Maybe that's cost him that time, and he hasn't recovered from it. But apart from that, they're pretty much off on their times. What is this? Car 876, black and white flag. Failure to hold brakes. Lap 21, turn 12. Yep, that is... what's his name? Where's he going?
Shane Ratcliffe.
Oh, Shane Ratcliffe, yeah. Go for it, mate. I'll keep talking away. We've got Dougie Gowans now slowly making his way through. He's taken the early pit stop. So he's come out behind Sam Kutakazinos. And Kutakazinos was sitting up ahead of Trev Mortimer. So if Sam could catch up to the back of Kutakazinos, he could pretty much... if Dougie can catch the back of Kutakazinos, he can get himself back up into the top 10 once the pit strategies have all gone through. Now, this is where we're expecting everyone to come through. In the next 3 to 4 minutes, the main guys will all come through, just like we saw for the first pit stops. Now, if there's someone out there that you're watching that you want to follow, that you want us to show, please let us know. Please like and subscribe. Bradley Maisie's just gone in there for a pit stop, taking an early one. And a special thanks to all our sponsors. Grim Industries, who have been a fantastic sponsor for us since day dot. Warren and Brown Tools looking after us, not just in the V8s, but in all other series as well for Season 3. They've donated a heap of prizes to give away across all our series. So every series will have some prizes to be won now. So that's a cool thing. Then you're going to look after people like Shunt Scenery, which is a business owned by our own Greg Barther, our chief race steward, who does 3D imagery for flight simulators and all that sort of jazz. And Moser Racing, one of the best racing gear around, that is supporting the Formula Super Formula lights, but also a stream sponsor across all our series too, and sponsors our Australian Open Wheel Nationals. So please support all the people that support us, because that's what keeps us on track, keeps us broadcasting. Without them, we're nothing.
Absolutely. So there we go. What's your favourite UK racetrack, JP? Well, to be fair, Pricey, my local is Thruxton. It's a great racetrack. I've been up there quite a few times. I would have to say Thruxton. I can't even say that. Thruxton as well, because I think the fast nature of it is awesome. You can see quite a lot from it as well, where other racetracks you go to and you can't really see anything. Silverstone, just putting that out there. But yeah, Thruxton, I think, would be my all-time favourite, mate, to be blatantly honest with you.
I don't know if I've raced at Thruxton, to be honest.
Oh, mate, it's amazing. So quick, so fast. Fastest racetrack in the UK. And that's partly because you go round the top part of the second chicane and then, boom, you are literally running a 180 all the way round at full speed until you come into a dead chicane at the end. So, yeah, Thruxton's awesome.
I think this track here is probably one of the tracks that could probably still race a Formula One car on, if it had all its runoffs and everything fixed. You don't reckon it'll be entertainment there?
It'll be entertainment. I just think it'll be too quick. I don't think they're going to do it. I don't think they would.
Too short a track.
Yeah, that's why they can't use any of the other circuits. Brands Hatch too tight. They can't use it. It's not safety standard. Alton Park's the same. That's why they go to Silverstone, because it's wide open and
big,
massive.
broad, and they can put up bloody. And they don't have to worry about noise levels as well.
Yeah, it's just too. The other tracks are just too
Bartucci's
tight.
in the pits.
Yeah, there's quite a few. There's a couple of people who have already come in as well. 46 minutes. I think they are going to need.
So where's Bartucci going to come out? He was in front of Sam Koulianos by about 3 seconds before Sam went in. At the moment, he's still in the pits.
No, he'll be where he is. Shane Ratcliffe is not even closed in on him yet. So Dan Bartucci.
Yeah, Bartucci. He's actually opened up the gap. The early pit stop has cost Koulianos time.
Yeah. So
he was 3 seconds behind. So it's cost him about 5 seconds by the look of it.
We're moving on here. These guys continuing to go. Brent Wassell, Mark Cochran. Wassell second in the AMS at the moment. Is trying to go forward over Greggy Johnson, but he's got to make sure he can actually get there first, and I don't think he's going to be able to. I think there's too big of a gap between Wassell and Johnson. There's about 8.5 to 9 seconds. He might now. He might now.
Don't tell me.
Okay.
No, he's all right. Oh, no, dude. He was literally... He undercut Wassell with the early pit that he did earlier on. Big time. Wassell's now come through seconds. Now Johnson's gone back in, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Truck racing. Dude, I did a set of Corsa modded series in trucks, right, around Thruxton, and I've got to be honest with you, it was the best racing I've ever had. You literally had 4 gears and these trucks were going in your ear hole. It was absolutely epic. I do recommend, if anybody has got AC, go and look for trucks. Set up a little race with your mates and go and have a go, because they are absolutely quality to drive around Thruxton, dude. It honestly, Cam, it's amazing. It's the best racing I've ever had, bar none. And it was quality. So, yeah, best thing ever. So go and check it out. Danny Byrne and Dan Bartucci here currently at the moment. As these guys continue to fight it out here once again. Who's going to be able to make their way forward? Who's going to be able to get past? Nobody at this moment in time. Byrne still sat in behind, but Bartucci coming into McLean's. This is the closest battle on the racetrack. Trevor Mortimer's having a little bit of a blink about. I think he's settled down a little bit now. And he is back. He's Pro-Am's 4th overall.
I tell you what, Danny Burns' pit strategy and everything so far has been right on the money. Bartusz was 3 seconds clear of Kutakazinos when he went in for his when Sam went in for his second pit. And don't forget, Daniel Byrne was sitting well back, and now he's on the back of Dan Bartusz already. So once the pit strategies are all done, Daniel Byrne could be finding him for a podium all of a sudden.
Yeah. It would be. See how he gets on with Danny Byrne. Is he going to be able to clear Bartusz, though? That's going to be the question. That's going to be the crazy thing.
Oh, Pringle's in, Trev Mortimer's in. Here we go, Oliver's in. All these boys are falling in. Will Ratcliffe follow them as well?
Well, there's going to be quite a few now.
Look at this, here we go. We've got a podium battle going on.
Burns moved himself ahead of Pringle, Mortimer, Oliver, Ratcliffe. Byrne now with Bartusz for the battle, the final podium spot. We think Horton's going to wrap this one up here, Steve. I can't see anybody clearing Joshy Horton.
No, not unless he does something stupid in the pits or his internet stuffs him up. But Daniel Byrne has, with his pit strategy, he has made 4 places from where he was earlier on. So great bit of work there, mate. Very quiet little assassin there. Pringle has just set the fastest lap. No, that's still the same one, 1:43.043. Dean's in the pit with Tomlin. And then Lavery still chasing Horton, but Horton's pulled away 4.2 seconds. So I might take my camera to Trev and them boys there. Here we go. Lavery and Horton are in the pits. So you've got, who you got on camera? You got those 2 boys. I'll go to Lavery and Horton. And let's see where they come out with the other boys. Dean's just come out. Oh, Lavery's come out before Horton.
Horton's got tyres on. He's up on the jacks.
Oh, what did we say? The only thing that can stop is something goes wrong in the pits.
Yeah, he's up on the jacks for Josh Horton.
Oh, what's he done?
Oh, they're going to come down. He's going to be in 4th. He's going to be in 4th.
That has cost him big time. That's what we said. We said the only thing that can change the position at the top is that something goes wrong for Horton.
It has.
And switch of the button.
Oh.
He's going to have the better tyres once he gets the heat into them. So he's going to dispatch these guys fairly quickly, but he has got Dan Bartusz is 17 seconds behind Lavery with 8 minutes to go. I'm not sure if that's going to be able to get it done.
Dude, he is not going to make up that amount of time. Oh,
no way.
Don't do that on me either.
No way. He's got a lot of work to do. He could probably get himself back onto a podium, but that's probably the best thing. I think the best he could do is 3rd, but there'll be no pushovers. Pringle's no pushover, and neither is Dan Byrne. And Dan Byrne's just passed Daniel Bartusz.
Yeah, Bartusz has just lost the position of Byrne. It's 3 seconds to Pringle now. This is going to where it's going to get hotted up here. Huge dramas for Joshy Boy, absolutely. I've watched some YouTube off the red double-decker buses hooking around someone in the UK. That looks radical. Dude, just try it. Dean spun again as well. But we'll keep an eye out on what Horton's going to be able to do here and whether or not he's going to be able to clear Pringle to get onto the guys in front. I personally don't know if he's going to, Steve.
No, it's tough. Pringle might let him through, being teammates, but he's got Dan Bartusz to get past as well. We know that Dan Bartusz could make life very difficult to get past, and Daniel Byrne is no slouch.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
While Daniel Byrne, before the second pit strategy, was sitting in 7th and 8th position, and he has done an amazing job with his pit strategy to get himself onto the podium for 3rd, but now in 2nd.
Yeah, there is no way Horton is going to get this. He might get a podium if they can get up to Bartusz quick enough. Other than that, I think it's going to struggle here. We're going to have lap 31. We've got about 6 minutes left. These guys are going to have about 4 laps, maybe at the most, give or take here. So hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be an absolute barnstorm in 4 laps. Who's going to be able to come out in front here? Is Bartusz going to defend for his life, though, Steve?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. There is no chance Bartusz is going to bend the knee and let him have third place. There is no chance at all. No. He will make the doors open, the windows open, the mirrors open. He will open up everything to make sure they can't get through.
Yeah, back out to 2 seconds here. It did drop down between 1.9. Now back out to 2. 5 minutes to go. Coming up just
their pace at the moment. Their pace at the moment is there was a bit of that last lap. Josh was a bit slow on that last lap, obviously because he's holding behind here. But 1:43.4, and Dan's done a 1:45.4, so they're 2 seconds faster on the last lap. But Dan has got 1:43.6s in there, so yeah, there's only 2/10. They've got a long way to go to catch him.
Absolutely. 43.4 for the boys here. 43 for them. Pringle 43.04. Bartusz 43.45. Danny Byrne there as well. So it's going to get
he's got 6/10 to the back of Danny Byrne. I'm not. A bit of pressure there for Danny Byrne as well. He's just about in the toe. Bartusz, he just needs to get a little bit closer, and that'll protect him from the boys behind him catching him.
Yeah, you see the lap timers on the bottom there. 2 attempts for Pringle last time around. I think he's going to pull time out again here. Gowans and Mortimer are running side by side. Gowans has just cleared Mortimer. But lap 31, you can see Bartusz, Pringle coming together. Mortimer has got a group all of a sudden, Steve. Can you pick up on what's going on down there at the moment?
Yeah, I'm read my mind, mate. I've got just looking for him on my system here. Is he gone? There he is. Yeah, he's the bottleneck back there. He's got the boys chasing him down.
Yeah, Trev Mortimer's on the bottom screen with Ray Oliver there and Kevin Wakefield.
Yeah.
As these guys continue to fight it out as well. Race control's message is behind me lap time. Car 15 drive-through penalty incident points, lap 25.
Mark Cochran.
Yeah.
Incident points. Oh, so that's an IRacing penalty.
Yeah, that's not basically something he's able to control there. Just going to give move that RC message board up a little bit so we can actually see it when I've got other stuff on the screen. That would be helpful as well. 157 drive-through penalty incident points as well.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, so who is 157?
Did you lose the second camera?
Oh, no, sorry. My fault. I pressed the button. That's because I was looking at something. So apologies on that one. We haven't lost it. Unfortunately, I went and did something else on my screen and it killed the feed. But
all good. Pringle is now on the back of Dan Bartusz. They've worked together. They've caught him. They're putting the pressure on big time.
But I think, do you reckon Bartusz is going to be able to hold this off?
I don't know. These boys are they're pretty tough characters behind him, Pringle and Horton. Well, Bartusz is not leaving anything behind. He took all 3 cones out of that chicane, that's for sure. So he's going to go all the way through. This is a really good passing point down here. He's going to be very careful that he gets it. I'd be getting them in front of them and slowing them down so they can't get the over and under around these sort of corners.
Yeah, agreed. I would just be taking it, covering off the inside. Do not leave it open.
Yeah, that's it. Well done there. Well done there. He's just got enough in front of them. Oh, but Bernie's slowed down too. Bernie's it's 7:10, so he's got the draft just off the draft off Burns. So Burns probably helping him here a little bit, or maybe Burns backing him into them.
Could be either way.
We've got a minute and a half to go.
This is going to be a
This
very
could be the last. This could be the white flag, was it?
No, I think there's going to be one more, but this is going to be really, really close if it's going to be the white flag.
Oh, look at bottom screen. Wakefield's just making the move on Mortimer. He's got the inside line. He's taking it all the way down. They're going side by side for a very dangerous part of the track right now. Let's see how they go here. No, Kev's thought smarter about it and pulled out.
Dan Burns got Bartouche backed into Pringle now. Pringle's got Horton in behind him. As these guys continue to fight, that's a back marker there. I think that's Greggy Johnson.
Greggy Johnson.
Johnson's surely going to be looking at moving out the way here, I would have thought.
Oh, he's got to get out of the way real quick.
And he didn't. And he had a perfect opportunity.
Oh, yeah, get out of the way, Jono. Jono needs to go wide in this corner down the bottom of the hill to let these boys pass.
Dan Bartouche. Horton's having a go at more at Pringle. Pringle has
Well done there by Greggy. He's given him as much as he has to, but it's actually hindered a little bit of the. No, he's done right. There's nothing wrong with what Jono's done. Jono's done well. Horton's flashing the lights, but there's nothing to flash the lights about. There, Johnson did really well for that corner, gave them what they needed, and then just stayed in a predictable line.
That's the white flag.
Oh, is Horton? There's the white flag. Is Horton being held up by his teammate here? I think he is.
Yes, he is, to be blatantly honest with you. But,
yep.
You know, not quite sure what you can really do about it. He's got to overtake him on track, hasn't he?
Yeah, he does.
So he's going to have to keep trying. Overtake him on the circuit. But all the while, that's leaving Lavery in the front.
Yeah. Horton and Pringle have just gone under 143s. So Horton's last lap is the fastest lap of the race, a 142.800 flat, and Pringle's a 142.841.
Yeah, it's the white
Full
flag.
100s behind him.
We'll keep an eye out, but it is the white flag lap here. There was an incident with Kevin Wakefield and Trev Mortimer. They've dropped back away from each other. But Bartouche now with Dan Byrne has only got a few corners to go. Your leader's coming into the final corner. We will keep an eye. Pringle's got alongside him. Oh, they're going to take this free wide. They are going to be looking at going free wide here, I think. Bartouche has got to run it in deep.
Lavery coming across the line.
Lavery goes over, takes the win. Congratulations, Carl Lavery. It's here. We need to see. Pringle's going to get through. Bartouche is side by side with Joshie Horton. Is Bartouche going to lose this fourth place as well? He sends it in here. He holds up Horton. Bartouche gets on the grass. He's trying to cut him off. He's only got a little short run down Bartouche. He held on to it.
Oh, he's just made it. Just made it. Once we unpack this, we'll have a look at the pass that Pringle got on Bartouche, because I didn't get to see that. But some great driving out there.
Mortimer now comes
We've got
over the
Mortimer.
line, wins the Pro-Ams. Great job from him. There was an incident with Wakefield. I'll have a look back at that in a minute. And Brent Wassell's going to wrap up the AMs here, I think. Tomlin's grabbed the podium.
Yeah,
Great job from him.
Yeah, he's got 2 places on Greggy Johnson there. That little spin Greg Johnson had, that cost him the win tonight.
There's Wakefield and Mortimer. The contact. No, Mortimer just loses it on his own.
Kev's lost the rear end.
Yeah, lost it on his own there.
Yep.
I want to go to... Yep. That's how Pringle did it. Bartouche couldn't get the run. He couldn't get over quick enough to cover him off. Pringle there on the inside. Great job from him. Couldn't quite get through quick enough. So...
He was lucky that he held off Josh Horton there.
Absolutely. These guys continue to filter over the line. Just waiting for Brent Wassell to come over. Winning of the AMs. Great job from him. Greggy Johnson, Russell Gander. I believe they're all over now as well. So we will bring you up the results in the interview room. RC, Lavery, Byrne, Pringle, Mortimer and Wassell. Dear sir, on that one. Right, let's bring you up the results here. Carl Lavery is your winner with Dan Byrne sitting in second and Jackson Pringle in third. Then you've got Dan Bartouche and Joshie Horton in 4th and 5th. Sam Katkazinos rounds out 6th with Dougie Gowan, 7th and Ray Oliver in 8th. Trev Mortimer taking the win in the Pro-Ams with Kevin Wakefield behind him. Then Shane Ratcliffe separating him from Chris Tomlin, who's 3rd in the Pro-Ams. Bradley Mays in 13th. Then Brent Wassell takes the win in the AMS with Mark Cochran, Greg Johnson, Russell Gander and Wayne Edwards behind that one. And then you've got Stevie Daniels with Steph Piccoli rounding out the podium in the AMS. Great job from Steph. Jane Nowens, Craigie Leak, David Simmons, Brad Anderson, David Simmons and Dean Sinkovic further down. And then you got RC in behind that one. Brilliant ending there, I've got to be honest.
It was pretty good fun, mate. Pretty good fun. I at the end of the day, it was full of joy, full of action, full of even the boys down. I'm listening to the boys now in the chat, and they're all just going off and how awesome it was, how the battles were really tight, how much fun they had. That's crazy. It was really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're just going to wait for a couple to come into the interview booth at the same time here, and we'll see if we can get them in once more, ready to go. So looking forward to this one. Should be an interesting chat with some of these guys as well. So have a look and see who we've got coming in. Let's go to the man who took the overall win here as well. He wraps it up for the pros, Mr. Carl Avery. Carl, welcome into the booth, buddy. Or not.
Or not.
Hello. How's it going, guys?
That's better, mate. That's better.
How are you, fella?
Yeah, good. How you guys going?
I'm all right, mate.
Not too bad, mate. How was that for a race for you?
It was good. Bit bittersweet. I don't know what happened at the end there to Josh. So
he took tires.
I was wondering if that would happen. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, they took tires, and before he came out, what was it? 6th place or 5th place?
Yeah, 5th, I think it was.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's going to be a bit of a sore bit of cream's going to be needed for that burn, I think.
Yeah.
But a great battle between you boys. You held it up with him for a while. After the second pit stop, he started pulling away for you. You just couldn't keep up. He was just on fire.
I got a slowdown in that chicane, and then I sort of fell out of draft. I was 2.5 seconds behind, and I thought rather than pushing it like a madman, I probably would have gotten more slowdowns. So I tried to still be fast, but just couldn't catch him. At least not safely anyway. You had to be real careful out there tonight with picking up too many incident points. There's a lot of corners where you can pick up a 1x here and there, so trying not to rack them up too much.
Yeah, I think we had Cam Hardwick get one of those and someone else as well.
Yeah. No, he didn't.
Not Cam Hardwick, Cochran, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to
Cochran.
say. Hardwick wasn't racing, just to point out to Carl
Cochran.
over there.
Yeah.
Also seems to be a little bit Pete Tong. But listen, what do we think is going to happen in this championship scenario now, Carl, as well? Are you 670 going into 711 with your drop weeks? What do we think?
Last I looked, Josh still got a pretty good lead, but if he keeps taking tyres, I might catch up. So I'll keep paying him the $20 to take tyres, and then we'll see how we end up.
You wish, buddy. You wish. I doubt that's going to happen. Carl, thanks so much for joining us there, fella. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Team sponsors, Shannon's, Shunt Scenery, Grimm, Warren Brown Tools, and Race Control, and you guys, as always, for putting on an awesome show.
Awesome job. All right, mate. Thanks so much for joining us there, buddy, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Take care, mate. Well done. Congratulations.
All right, let's jump down. I'm going to go and jump down to the AMS when I have a chat with Mr. Brent Wassell here as well. Brent, welcome in, bud. How are you?
Hey, hi, fellas.
Hey, going, dude. You survived Donington and took the win in the AMS, mate.
Yeah, I did. I got it was a bit of a struggle. I got spun on that first corner, first lap, and pretty much just had to fight my way back through the whole pack. So it's good fun, bit of a challenge.
And Johnson gave you a bit of an olive leaf by half rotating and letting you past.
Hey, did he? I didn't see that. Nah.
Yeah, I think it was a few corners before the final corner, and then you just wish cut past him, but it worked out all right in the end of the day. I think he got second for himself. So there's a bit of a title fight going on there.
Yeah, I got a bit lucky. I think lucky he did spin. And then that second pit stop, took me about 3 laps to decide whether I should take tyres or not. And then I thought, bugger it, I won't take any. And probably lucky I didn't. I wasn't sure what everyone else was doing, but
Yeah, I don't think anybody did
No,
take tyres, mate.
I think Josh Horton was the only other one that took tyres.
Yeah, I think unfortunately for Josh, he got it a little bit wrong.
Probably lucky I didn't then, I suppose. When I went to the back on that first lap, I was sort of going past a couple, and then I quickly rung my old boy, actually. I said, "Oi, turn YouTube on, tell me who the leading pro is. Tell me who the leading AM is, who I need to chase down." So shout out to my old boy. He quickly turned on, told me Greggy Johnson, so I knew what I had to do.
Well, tell shame on the old boy because he wasn't watching it. Full stop.
He probably see me spinning, just turned it off again, spinning like always.
But well done, mate. Good job from you anyway. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
That's about it. Just my old boy probably, and Whiscats cat food.
Yeah, I can see that, mate. Well done for you.
Well done, mate.
Well done, fella. Have a good one.
Hey, cheers, fellas. Yeah.
Cheers, buddy.
Next up, we'll have a chat with Trev Mortimer in the Pro-Ams. Took the victory there as well. Another man who had a little bit of a lucky run to the end of the line. But let's have a chat with him as well, as he was locked in a battle all the way through this at the same time. But well done to you, fella. Congratulations. Trev?
Trev?
Trevor!
Trev? Hello?
Robbie?
Is that you? We're going to have Scooby Snacks in a minute.
Let's have a chat with Danny Byrne, finished in second place as well. Coming over the line there, the driver from Carlins here as well. Got a good job. Took full advantage of the fact that Josh Orton took tyres and put him behind every single person. But Dan, well done, buddy. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot, guys. Yeah, I wasn't sure what happened to Josh there, but there you go. Yeah, it was a good race, and constantly watching the relatives there and seeing who was gaining on who there. And at the end, yeah, it came together pretty nicely, and yeah, a bit of drama behind me by the looks of it.
Yeah, Josh took tyres. Then Josh was having a battle with Jackson, and then Jackson got up and had a battle with Dan. Dan lost a position and held on from Josh. So yeah. Full-on complication, but it was a great fight for us to watch. Yeah, Dan as well. So great job from you. How tough was it out there at Donington?
It was pretty tricky. I got maybe 2 laps practicing before quali, so I definitely wasn't up to speed. So I was kind of learning on the job there. Had a little bit of a Pringle with Pringle, and we kind of came together there. I'm not sure if we actually did come together. I'll have to watch that back. But yeah, we spun, lost some places, and managed to make up some places in the end. And yeah, it was good. It was a good race. Trying to chase down Dan and watching the fuel and the tyres. The first time ever, I think, in the GR86, the last stint there, I was thinking, wow, maybe I should have taken tyres because I was sliding all over the place.
Yeah, well, Josh Yorton did take tyres, mate, and he ended up dropping down the order. So unfortunately for him, he probably, I don't know if it would have been the smart play for taking tyres. But listen, it's been a pleasure, as it always is. Look forward to having a chat with you next time out. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Yes, extra special shout outs to my daughter Atari. She's turning 12 tomorrow morning. So yeah, happy birthday and all the best.
Oh, now it starts, Dan. Now it's
happy birthday.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
Drama.
And also big shout outs to my teammate David. Couldn't be with me tonight. He was he's packing his rig up and moving houses at the moment. So I know he's watching. So big shout outs to him as well.
I was wondering where Mr. Gallo was. Is he moving out closer to me? I think he's out in Faulkner, isn't he? Is he moving out towards me?
Yeah, he's out that way. He's out there. So am I as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're neighbours by the sounds of it. But yeah, I think he might not be ready next week, but probably the following week. I reckon I'll have my teammate back. So
well, support
I'm not sure
could have been
how many
handy tonight.
races have we got. the season's probably okay. So we've still got time. That's good.
Yeah. So yeah, plenty of time, mate. He's plenty of time for getting back in the rig and getting himself ready for a massive season 3.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah.
All right, man. Take care.
Well done, mate. Congratulations. Epic drive.
All right, cheers. See ya.
Right, we'll give him one more try here and have a chat
Yeah.
with Mr. Trev Mortimer. Trev, can you hear me?
No, I'm throwing popcorn at him and there's nothing happening.
Yeah, one more try. Trev?
Crickets. We got crickets.
All right, well, that's going to wrap that one up then, guys, as we're going to stop trying to have a chat with Trev Mortimer, who clearly cannot hear us this evening as well. But, Steve, great fight. Looking forward to the next one.
Oh, mate, that was, you know what, as an hour-long race, we always have that bit of a lull in the middle, but the boys always make up for it at the end of the race, and it was spectacular. Lots of fun to be had, and can't wait for next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Next week's going to be an absolutely barnstorm. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up as well, as I've got a long old job list from the wife to get cracking with. So I've been JP. I've been alongside Sinker here this evening. And as always, take care. Have a great week. And you never know, we might see you on the track sometime. Good night.
This is amazing. I was clash heads again. This is like Chaz Mostert and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down to the hill. Sam Noble wants to snip on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble bottle right now because I'll tell you what, Reece Tanak and Jamie Dyson just absolutely drove away from us.